It is such a pleasure to be here to celebrate a key milestone in our company's ongoing efforts to develop DNA-based medicines. DNA is a building block of life. It is a foundational step that enables us as a company to move forward with our efforts to build our genomics and DNA capabilities as we seek to improve human health in critically needed areas of biotech research, prevention, and healing across many conditions potentially, including our areas of interest, infectious diseases, and difficult to treat cancers. In women's health and ovarian cancer in particular, we currently have a phase 2 clinical development program to determine the benefits of our first drug. It's called IMNN-001, which is a DNA-based medicine that is now used in the frontline neoadjuvant setting for ovarian cancer.
Indeed, pleased to report that Imunon has designed and built a manufacturing facility that's for clinical grade material for plasmid DNA and DNA delivery systems. These are the two key components of our novel DNA vaccines against cancer and infectious diseases. Plasmid DNA is the key component, the active ingredient, and the delivery system that takes up into the cell to create vaccine activity. Now, over the long run, we believe our DNA technologies have the promise to contribute significantly to medical progress against a number of serious diseases, including cancer and infectious disease, and that's part of our mission.
What was really intriguing to me as I discovered Imunon and what Imunon was doing is the DNA-based technology that is proprietary to the company. This technology doesn't use a virus, doesn't use a device to ensure the penetration of the DNA into the human cell. And that's really innovative.
The advantage of this approach as opposed to classical pharmaceutics is that you're using body to make its own protein. Second thing is that DNA stays in the nucleus for a long period of time. So you can continuously make the desired protein or therapeutic for over a long period of time, as opposed to if you give the ready-made protein, it just gets degraded very rapidly.
We have data with our DNA vaccine that it is stable at refrigerator temperatures for up to 30 days after we've taken it out of a normal freezer situation. So it's easier to handle. It can be used over a longer period of time. A lot of advantages, particularly as it relates to vaccines where you want to get into developing countries.
The potential of DNA research is so exciting to me because it offers the possibility to treat so many different types of diseases. We can treat infectious diseases with DNA. We can treat cancer with DNA. And it's just limited by our imagination.
Personalized cancer vaccines are important. Each person who is diagnosed with cancer has their own mutations. There could be hundreds of mutations in a person who's been diagnosed with cancer in their genome. Once you sequence a person's cancer genome and you find out what their mutations are, you can quickly develop a vaccine that's very specific for that person. And then that builds up that army of T cells and B cells that can go in and kill that person's cancer cells. So the goal of Imunon is to develop a vaccine that engages a person's own immune system to target their cancer.
I joined Imunon and I was really positively surprised with the quality of the team. Wonderful people have all worked in gene therapy, in DNA for a number of years. But also, I found a company already with a culture that is very conducive to creating new knowledge and to building innovative approaches. What's important to us as we build Imunon is to preserve this culture, a culture of perseverance, a culture of transparency and trust and courage. And all these behaviors are what makes a company successful.
Every staff member I know and every person who's working with me is quite committed to the program, and they just want to make this work. I would like people to know that Imunon is the best place I've been in my career so far. I love it here. It's the best place to work.
What's most exciting to me about Imunon is that we can come to work one day and think about a new treatment for a disease using DNA, build that molecule, test it, and then manufacture it and release it for human clinical testing, all within the walls of Imunon.
Even with a small company with limited resources, if you're committed, passionate, and have the right technology to pursue, it could result in a reward that will benefit not only the company, the people, but most of all, people who have need in medical discoveries and treatment.
What was interesting to me about Imunon were a few things. One, just the size of the company, being very small and nimble, and the fact that they were really doing some interesting clinical work in the cancer space. So we do have some good partners that we work with, but we've been working towards having more vertical integration and being more nimble in terms of responding to new opportunities in the marketplace.
DNA has the potential to improve healthcare and cure cancer and prevent infectious diseases. And the one thing I know about Imunon is that the scientists here work hard and care to bring those products to people.
So looking forward, where do we go from there, Imunon? Well, Imunon has already a phase 2 program. So our technology is being used in clinical studies today. And we are exploring the production of a cytokine IL-12 in the treatment of difficult to treat cancers, specifically ovarian cancer. So the next step with this development program is to get the results of this phase 2. And we are also starting a new clinical trial in collaboration with key cancer centers across the United States. But we are also trying to develop this DNA technology across different modalities. And what is super exciting to us at the moment is the development of our cancer vaccine modality. I hope that when people watch this video, they realize that we have deployed extraordinary capabilities to address conditions that are still not addressed today. I believe that a non-viral DNA-based approach is the future of medicines, and we are focusing on oncology, immuno-oncology, and we are focusing on infectious diseases, but I can see broader applications beyond those two areas. And what I know about Imunon here is that we are a very dedicated team. We will be successful, and we're doing whatever it takes to be able to do the best we can for patients.